Glenn, I need you to tell me that I am not losing my mind. I literally spent 25 minutes this morning staring at a draft of an email to my building manager because I didn't know if I should use a period or an exclamation mark.
25 minutes on one punctuation mark? Oh, Sydney, what did you end up sending?
I used the exclamation mark so I wouldn't sound angry, but the exact second I hit send, my brain started screaming at me. "Now you sound way too excited about fixing a leaky sink. You look ridiculous." I swear, I almost threw my phone out the window from the embarrassment.
Oh, the classic post-email panic. I know that feeling intimately. Our inner critic loves to make us suffer over the smallest things. But honestly, that perfectly leads us into our topic today. Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Welcome back to our cozy little corner of the internet. This is the safe place where learning English is stress-free, natural, and feels just like hanging out with your friends on the living room sofa. I'm Sydney.
And I'm Glenn. Grab your coffee or your tea and get comfortable. Today, we are diving into a topic we all struggle with: how to discipline your mind and handle that noisy inner voice in your head.
Yes, that paralyzing voice that makes you overthink a simple text message for half an hour. It is exhausting.
Exactly. And listen carefully, guys. We have some incredibly useful vocabulary to help you manage this today. And make sure you stay until the very end of this episode, because the final phrase we are going to teach you is the exact psychological concept that helped me recover from a terrible job interview last month. It completely changed my life.
Oh, I remember when you told me about that. It is a lifesaver phrase for your bad days. But before we get to that secret, we have a tiny, gentle favor to ask our wonderful listeners.
Right. If you enjoy taking a break with us, please take just 1 second to click the like button right now. It tells the YouTube algorithm that we are doing a good job.
And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a cozy session with us. All right, Glenn, let's get into the mind.
Let's talk about the noise in our heads. You know, before we started recording today, my mind was already talking. One voice said, "Don't forget to speak slowly." Another voice said, "Your shirt is really wrinkled." And another one whispered, "What if you completely forget your English vocabulary today?"
Yes, sometimes I feel like my brain is a crazy group chat that I never asked to join. One message is super calm, another is pure drama, and another one is just sending panic emojis for absolutely no reason.
Exactly, a very loud group chat. And if you are listening right now and you feel something similar, if you have a loud mind, and if you often talk to yourself in a very hard, strict way, please know you are not a weirdo.
You are perfectly human, and you're in the right place today. We want to talk about that inner voice because it has incredible power. It can make you feel tiny, or it can quietly help you grow.
I know that critical voice way too well. For years, it made me say no to amazing opportunities. It made me stay completely quiet in office meetings when I actually had a really good idea. I believed I was just a shy, awkward person until someone explained this concept to me.
And that conversation was a turning point for you. I think a lot of our listeners are in that before stage right now. The voice in their head is so loud, especially when they try to speak English with someone, that they feel paralyzed.
Right. It's like playing a complicated game when you don't even know the rules. Of course you feel like you're always losing. So today we want to do something simple but very powerful.
We're going to slow down that inner voice. We'll look at what it normally tells you and then show you how to answer it with kindness, not fake positivity. We're not going to tell you to say, "I am perfect" to the mirror, but with much more honest, helpful words.
And we'll do all of this by teaching you calm, simple English phrases. No heavy, confusing psychology books, just real concepts you can use today.
If you don't understand every single word perfectly the first time, please don't worry. Just relax, listen to our voices, and let the ideas settle in your mind. You can always go back and listen again.
Okay, Sydney, I want you to imagine that loud group chat in your head again. Inside this chat, there are different characters. Let's say there is a bully, a supportive coach, and a massive drama queen. They're all texting your brain at the same time.
That feels a little too real, Glenn. My brain is exactly like a group chat at 2 a.m. No filter, 200 unread messages, and half of them are pure catastrophes.
So this is our starting point today. We're not saying you are broken or you are a bad student. We're just saying your internal group chat is very loud, and some of those voices are not very nice to you.
Step by step, we need to look at those voices, especially the bully and the coach, and figure out how to turn the bad one down and the good one up.
Exactly. The coach voice says, "Come on, take a deep breath. You can do this." But the inner bully says, "You always fail. Don't even try. Your English is terrible."
And then the drama queen jumps in and worries about everything. Be careful, don't order your coffee in English. What if the waiter asks a fast question and you don't understand? Just point at the menu. So you close your mouth, you point at the picture of the coffee, and you lose a small fight with the bully. You hold back.
Overwhelmed, feeling like your head is completely full and you cannot move. When this negative voice takes control, in English we call that your negative mindset. It's the habitual, almost automatic way you think about yourself.
Maybe your mindset is, I am always late, or I will never understand grammar, or other people are just smarter than me. And when you repeat those thoughts over and over, your feelings start to spiral.
To spiral, that means one tiny problem quickly turns into 10 massive problems in your head. Let's say you're talking to a neighbor and you use the wrong verb tense. The inner bully says, "Wow, that was stupid." Then it says, "You always do this." Then it says, "Your neighbor thinks you are uneducated." Suddenly, a tiny mistake is a hurricane.
Yes, your body physically wants to shut down. You want the earth to swallow you. And what's the result of all this? You hold back.
Our first big vocabulary phrase today, to hold back. To stop yourself from doing something because of fear or doubt.
Exactly. Because of that fear, you hold back. You don't say hello to your neighbor the next day. You don't join the conversation at the bus stop. On the outside, you look quiet and reserved, but on the inside, you're busy beating yourself up over every little mistake.
Beating yourself up. That means criticizing yourself very harshly. It's incredibly exhausting. And it bleeds into your whole life, not just English. If you're listening right now and thinking, "Wow, they're describing me perfectly," please don't feel ashamed.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. Your mind is just running an old, outdated pattern to try and protect you. But you know what's beautiful about patterns? They can change. Your mindset is not a cement prison. It's more like an app on your phone that you can slowly update.
In this episode, we are not trying to magically erase your negative thoughts. That's biologically impossible. We want to understand the group chat and start giving the microphone to the inner coach.
The coach that tells you the truth, but in a much kinder way. The coach that helps you build confidence. So let's look at how the bully operates in real life so we can spot it.
Let's slow down 3 very common moments in your day. On the street, on your phone, and in bed at night. The bully loves these places.
First, imagine you're at a coffee shop. You want to order a complicated coffee in English. Inside your head, you practice the sentence, "I would like an iced latte with oat milk, please." For 1 second, you feel brave. You step up to the register.
And boom, the bully jumps out of nowhere. Wait, what if you pronounce oat wrong? What if the barista asks a fast question and you don't understand? Just point at the menu. So you close your mouth, you point at the picture of the coffee, and you lose a small fight with the bully. You hold back.
Second scenario, your phone. You meet a new friend and you want to text them to hang out. You type a nice message, then the voice says, "Your grammar is super weird. They'll definitely think you're boring." So you delete the text.
You delete it 3 times, and then later that night, the exact same voice tells you, "Why don't you have any plans this weekend? Why are you so isolated?" It's so unfair. The bully told you not to send the text and then punishes you for being alone.
It's the ultimate hypocrite. And the third place the bully loves to visit is your bedroom at night. You lie down in the dark, staring at the ceiling, and your brain starts playing a 4K movie featuring the greatest hits of all your awkward situations from the last 5 years.
Ugh, the dreaded midnight movie. Why did you say you too to the waiter when he told you to enjoy your meal? Why did you wear those shoes today? You feel heavy, like you're carrying the whole world on your shoulders, even if you did nothing stressful that day.
Okay, so we see the bully, we recognize it. Now, how do we fight back? We promised you some powerful phrases to help you update that mental app.
Yes, and we already covered the first one, to hold back. Do not let your old fear stories hold you back from trying again. But what do we do instead of holding back? We show up.
Show up. This is our second big phrase today. To show up means to be present and to try, even if you are not perfect and even if you are terrified on the inside.
Exactly. You showed up today just by deciding to listen to this podcast to improve. That is a massive step. You don't have to be the best speaker in the room. You just have to show up, open your mouth, and practice.
I love that. And finally, we have arrived at the secret phrase you promised at the beginning of the episode, Glenn. The secret phrase that saved you after that terrible job interview.
Yes, the phrase is to bounce back.
To bounce back, like a rubber ball that hits the hard floor and jumps right back up into the air.
Exactly. To bounce back means to recover after something bad happens and become strong again. Last month, I had a massive interview. I stumbled over my words, I forgot my main points, and I walked out of the building feeling miserable. The inner bully was screaming at me.
And what did you do in that moment?
I allowed myself to feel sad for exactly 1 hour. I ate a giant chocolate donut. And then I called on my inner coach. I said, okay, that wasn't great, but I am learning. I will prepare much better next time. I used a kinder inner voice and it helped me bounce back so much faster. I didn't let one bad hour ruin my entire week.
That is incredible. A kinder inner voice helps you bounce back faster after a hard day. For example, after failing the exam, she took the weekend to rest and then bounced back to study again.
Perfect example. So my friends, you were taking away 3 powerful tools today. Notice when you were holding back because of fear. Have the courage to show up and try despite the doubt. And when things go wrong, because sometimes they will, use your inner coach to bounce back.
You don't need to memorize all of this perfectly today. Just keep these ideas in your mind, and slowly they will become part of your life and your fluency.
We are incredibly happy you spent this time with us today. Take care of your language journey, but more importantly, take care of your inner voice.
Before we head out, please tell us in the comments, what is one kind sentence you are going to say to yourself tomorrow morning in the mirror? Let's fill the comment section with inner coaches.
We read every single comment with our coffee. Please like, subscribe, and share this episode with that friend you know has a loud group chat in their head.
Have a beautiful week, everyone. Keep showing up.
See you next time, guys. Take care.